when you forget to still install Optifine to do your cool zoom in at the beginning of your intro. Hey guys, Austin here, and welcome to another Minecraft mod showcase here on the channel today. We have an interesting one today. No lucky blocks needed for this one, guys. Don't worry. We're reviewing another mod, but this mod's pretty small, but it does have a huge impact on your world. By that I mean the meta to taking down a boss in Minecraft. You guys know the Wither, the three-headed demon thing from hell that literally is crafted by using heads from undead black skeletons. Yeah, that's kind of what we're talking about today. Not really the Wither, but the Wither skeletons themselves. And guys, I would like to introduce you to the Wither Skeleton Tweaks mod. That's right. The sign does not lie, guys. That's exactly the title of this mod today, and this is what we're going to be talking about. It's essentially a mod that makes making the Wither a lot more easy, not to mention using the Wither skeletons in general, because you guys know the Wither skeletons, what it takes to farm them up. What is it, like a 2%, 3% drop rate for the skull? It takes forever to get it, and once you do, you got to get 2 more. So this is the mod you're going to want to have in your world if you just are interested in a still complete vanilla world, but a little bit of a twist to it, we'll say. So this is a very interesting mod, and I honestly hope this mod does update to future versions, because it's pretty cool. It's in 1.12 right now, obviously, but I'd like to see it in 1.13 maybe, so I could actually use it in my New World series when that comes back. So mod creator, for watching this, get on that whenever 1.13 comes out. But anyways, another thing that you're going to have installed for this mod to work is something called the Placebo mod, and it's actually a mod that goes along with this one. It's kind of like the support mod. You guys know some mods need support mods to work functionally. And if you try installing the Wither Skeleton Tweaks mod without it, it will tell you whenever you launch Minecraft, hey, you need this mod too. So I'm not going to have the down for this one in the description, but just so you know, you do need it. Now, getting into what it actually does, it adds in a few items in this chest version. So first off, we get something called the Wither Skull Fragment. That's right, you're going to get something called a Wither Skull Fragment. I'm not entirely sure what the drop rate is on these yet. We're going to be testing that out soon. We got the Wither Skeleton spawn egg right here. You know, that thing that they could have added in way back in 1.6, but they decided to keep the spawn egg all the way to 1.12 to add in? Yeah, that one. It was 1.12 that had the spawn eggs, right? Not 1.11. Anyways, we have this item called the Wither Skeleton Fragment, and as displayed right here in this chest, if you put 9 of them together, you can actually craft a Wither Skull. And if you don't believe me, check right here. As you can see, all 9 equal 1 Wither Skeleton Skull. And it even says recipe by Wither Skeleton Tweaks. I think that's pretty cool. Now, what it also adds is 2 other weapons into Minecraft. We have the Emulation Blade and the Blazing Emulation Blade. And again, I know what you're about to say, well, Austin, you just said this is a small mod. It's not really modded. It's just kind of an extra thing. Well, they wanted to add 2 swords. So how you craft these 2 swords, they do 16 attack damage. You can already tell they're pretty worth it, but they cost a lot. So the regular Emulation Blade is crafted with, your eyes do not fool you, a stick, 2 nether stars, 2 nether stars, and 4 lava buckets. The lava bucket's not much of an issue. I mean, if you're killing withers at this point, the lava bucket should not be an issue for you. But the 2 withers, yeah, that's right. And what is the, oh, that's just for enchanting. So, of course, wait, what did that do? Well, that's cool, the numbers change. But yeah, so once you manage to kill 2 withers, so obviously this mod must make it easy to get withers if it wants you to use that many nether stars. Anyways, next up we have the Blazing Emulation Blade. This one is it looks like a cheaper one, but it's essentially the same. A stick, 4 blaze rods, and 2 nether stars. Now I believe this one will do a fire damage. We're going to test these both out really quickly, so I need a sheep test subject, not a shears, I need sheep. Sheep, I need 2 of you. So, regular Emulation Blade actually lights on fire. What's the blazing one do? Is there like no difference? Is it just the look of them? I guess. I couldn't tell any difference, and they both do the exact same attack damage and speed. So I guess there was no difference. Alright, fair enough. But let me grab the cooler looking one really quickly. I know red's my favorite color, but like this looks a lot cooler. Anyways, Wither Skeleton, spawn him in. They look about normal. They make their same noises. Now, let's say I were to kill one. What happens? Well, he actually dropped his head right off the bat. That wasn't what I was expecting to happen. Actually, they're pretty clanky. How do I... Music, sound volume, hostile creatures. I'm going to put this down a little bit so you don't hear them that much. I didn't realize they made that much noise, so I automatically got a skull. So, I guess I'm already 1/3 of the way to making a wither. Alright, let me try this one. He went flying. But bone and a skull. So what this mod actually does is it makes it impossible for them to drop their swords anymore. Because if you're killing wither skeletons, you don't need a stone sword to drop. I don't, like, it's not even enchanted. Why would you want it? So, the funny thing is, I thought it was going to have the fragments drop from them, but it's actually having the skulls themselves. I already have four skulls. Maybe it's the sword I'm using. I just realized it might be the sword I'm using. Let me get a regular diamond sword and try that again. So, I'm killing him. If it's actually a sword, I'm going to laugh. It is the sword. Okay, does this one do the exact same thing? I have no comment. Okay, those swords are actually way worth it if you want to just farm withers for the rest of your life, but... So, let's try this again. So, if you're killing wither skeletons in a normal everyday situation, they will drop, of course, the coal, the bones, and you got your wither skull fragments. It seems like it's guaranteed every single time it will drop you wither skull fragments. So, technically, you only need to kill... I know it's going to sound like a large number, 27 wither skeletons to be able to craft the wither himself. And you might be thinking, wow, that's a lot, but if you do the statistics, it's probably less than what you would actually be doing if you were just hunting the heads in normal vanilla. And then it's guaranteed every time, so you just have to make sure you get the kill every time, and you'll get the skull. And I'm assuming the skeleton can die in other means also, and it will still drop the skull, or the part. I'm also, maybe looting will increase as well, but I doubt if it's guaranteed every time. And of course, if you manage to craft one of these Emulation blades, you automatically get the head every single time. And I'm just curious, does that work for all of the mobs? No, it seems to be just for... Because I was wondering if it's a guaranteed head drop, can you do that with every mob that could drop a head? Nope, it just looks like it's for withers. So... That's actually the end of this mod showcase, guys. It's a small one. It's a interesting one, and it's definitely something you'd want to add to your world if you were just focused on like finding the wither or whatever. Pretty interesting, but yeah. So if you guys did enjoy this mod showcase, hit that like button, show your support. The down for this mod, like I said, will be linked in the description. The placebow mod will not be in the description, but when you try installing the mod, it will give you the link to it, so you'll be able to get it yourself. And yeah, that's going to be it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.